So now start, please.
Okay. One. Yeah. Hi. Who are you?
I'm Kaitlyn Wilkins. I blog at thesocialsweatblog.com. It's a blog about social media and sports marketing.
Yeah, I'm Robert Basic and I'm staying here in Paris at a Paris auto show and learned that you're a real blogger. And what's your blog about?
My blog is about social media and sports and athletes, all sorts of sports. So American sports, European sports, the Olympics, anything to do with kind of social media and sweating sports.
So it's not about the sports results and so on. It's more about.
Oh no, it's about right. So do you want to start over?
No, just speak.
Oh no, please start over.
Why?
Because.
That's better. Keep it easy.
Okay.
So you're not blogging about the sport results, you're blogging about communication, I think.
Exactly.
So,
yes, exactly. Yeah. The social media and communications, and so how athletes and sports organizations are using social media to connect with fans and further their personal brand or the brand of the organization.
Okay. Why are you interested in this area? So, not so, I don't know about it.
For me, I mean, I like working with iconic brands in their social media space. So what's very interesting to me is that people already care about big brands, and people already care about sports. So when you come in with social media, you have a certain level of passion that's there that you just have to tap and find out how to get people kind of talking and sharing about what you want them to be talking and sharing about, in addition to the sports and the love of sports.
But this is so difficult to communicate because the motivation is so high. If I'm a fan of the Washington Redskins, so I want to communicate with my team, with my player, number one, I don't know, with the quarterback. So it's really hard to do something in this area. Just open up yourself and let's say, communicate with us and that's it, or isn't it that so easy?
Well, I think in the States there were a couple athletes that really went out in front and were very good at doing Twitter and Facebook, and we're taking advantage of those platforms, like Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille, okay, yes.
So he's been on Twitter
really?
forever, the real Shaq, very funny. Great tweets, and now if you look at all, most big sports teams in America, basketball, football, many of the most famous players are on Twitter and using that to communicate. And so you've seen a lot of the organizations and then the actual teams also using those same methods. So for NFL, most of the teams now have a Twitter feed on their page, so the team is tweeting. They promote their players who are on social media.
What are they communicating about? Is what they are tweeting about? Are they tweeting about I'm sweating?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, you know how it is.
And, we are behind, and we have to be better. Or?
Well, it's interesting. There's been a lot of debate recently in America about athletes using Twitter and social media during games because they were in the locker room at halftime, tweeting, which many, of course, the teams and the organizations were not happy about. So
tweeting about a new tactic.
Yes, and so some groups have actually said that players cannot use social media during games. But there are other groups that are doing, other teams that are doing a very kind of cool, cutting edge stuff.
And the fans, are they respecting this initiatives so that their players are communicating and the teams? Is it really better? Is it better for the brand, do you think? Yeah,
I think that, it seems that many of the fans kind of first love the athlete. And so the athletes are able to kind of open a window into their own activity and their own gameplay that fans really respond to, and the teams are catching up and doing more. So, for instance, the Washington Redskins, which is, I'm from Washington D.C., so the Washington Redskins just launched an iPad application, and they just launched a Foursquare partnership. So fans can check in at the stadium or check in at bars that are fan bars and get unlock tips. They can win season tickets. They can win tailgating opportunities. So I think that the teams are getting a lot smarter in using social media as a way to connect to the fans and give them what they want. So maybe taking a page out of the athlete's book.
So really interested in about this topic. It's just thought about to get the free tickets as a blogger. So what we can expect from your blog in this area? Will you analyze it more? Will you interview the teams, the fans?
Yeah, so the blog is new. So I'm still kind of, talking about a lot of different things. I want to provide using social media as a filter, look at kind of everything to do with sports. So if I can talk to, I know a lot of people in the work for teams or athletes that I can speak with. Maybe one day I'll get to interview an athlete.
That's your aim.
Yes, that's I just want to meet athletes. That's the only interest.
Yes.
Yeah, me and Shaquille O'Neal were like this.
Yeah.
So I'll cover, basically from a social media perspective, who's doing new things, who's doing cutting edge things. For instance, IBM at Wimbledon used augmented reality, so you could, pan the stadium and see where the bathrooms were, where the gates were. You could even hold up the phone and look at center court and tap live stream and watch the game on your phone.
So this is something you will blog about too, about techniques and
yes, of course, all of that. Trends, technology.
Very interesting. So you have time for it?
Oh gosh, yes, you do. When you love it, you have time for it. You know.
You will take your time.
Yes, you know.
Okay. So again, the URL
is
your chance.
Yes, www.socialsweatblog.com.
Socialsweatblog.com.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. So thank you very much, Kaitlyn.
Thank you.
I hope to read very funny things, especially about Shaq.
Yes, well, you'll have to send me good tips from Germany with what
I hope so.
are
I will. We are not that far in Germany, but maybe we compare some things. Maybe it's a guest article. I don't know.
Yes,
we can do.
that'd be perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Thanks. Great for the interview.
Thank you.